Thank you for the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. And I also appreciate my old subscribers. And also do well to subscribe, like, make some comments, and share the video. Now we want to solve this particular problem where you have 3 to 3 to power x plus 2 is equal to 5 to power minus 1. So now let's begin. Now we have 3 to power x plus 2 is equal to 5 to power x minus 1. Now, for us to be able to kind of factorize this thing properly, in order to move the um, in order for us to move the variables to be on one side while the constants to be on one side. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the law of indices, where you have a to the power of m plus n is the same thing as a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So we're going to use this law of indices. We're going to apply it here. Now, applying it here, you have 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 5 to the power of x times 5 to the power of minus 1. Now, for us to move the variables to be on the left hand side while the constants to be on the right hand side, what we're going to do is we're going to, like now, this is not needed here on the left hand side, while this one is not needed on the right hand side. So what we're going to do is we are going to divide both sides by the product of the unwanted radicals. Unwanted radicals. So now these are on the unwanted radicals. So now we're going to divide both sides by the product of the unwanted radicals. Let me change the color to white. By the product of the wanted radicals are 3 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of x. So we divide both sides by the unwanted radicals, so that we cancel 5 to the power of x, we cancel 5 to the power of x. 3 to the power of 2, we cancel 3 to the power of 2. We now left on the left hand side, we have 3 to the power of x divided by 5 to the power of x, which will now be equal to 5 to the power of minus 1 all over 3 to the power of 2. Now, this is what we'll get. This is the same thing as saying 3 to the power of 3 all over 5. Okay, let me just write it here. 3 to the power of x and 5 to the power divided by 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of minus 1 divided by 3 to the power of 2. Now, since the powers are the same, we can factor it. You say 3 all over 5 all to the power of x. So because the exponentials are the same, so we just factorize it this way. Now, you now have 5 to the power of minus 1 divided by 3 to the power of 2. Now, taking the log of both sides, taking the log to base 3 on both sides. So now say log 3 all over 5 to the power of x base 3 is equal to log 5 raised to power minus 1 divided by 3 raised to power 2 to base 3. Now, if we expand this further, now let's use the law of logarithm here. There's a law of logarithm here whereby if you have log b base a to the power of x, sorry, log b to the power of x base a is the same thing as saying x log b base a. So we're going to apply this rule here. Now, applying that rule here, there you have x log 3 all over 5 base 3 equal to log 5 to the power of minus 1 divided by log, divided by 3 to the power of 2 base 3. Now, having done this, we will now have to make use of the law of logarithm, where you have log, let's say you have log a divided by b, let's say base c, is equal to log a base c minus log b base c. So we're going to apply these rules, this rule here, into the term on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So now, applying that rule here, we now have x. Expanding that, you have log 3 base 3 minus log 5 base 3 is equal to log 5 to the power of minus 1 base 3 minus log 3 to the power of 2 base 3. Now, from what we have now, we are going to also apply the law of logarithm. Now, before we do that, we are going to apply this law of logarithm where you have log b base a log b to the power of x base a is equal to x log b base a. So we're going to apply it here and here. So applying it in both sides, you will now have x parenthesis log 3 base 3 minus log 5 base 3 is equal to minus log 5 base 3 minus 2 log 3 base 3. Now that means you now have x into log 3 base 3 minus log 5 base 3 is equal to minus log 5 base 3 minus 2 log 3 base 3. Let me check. Okay. Now that means we now have having done this, we now have to apply the law of logarithm where you have log a base a is equal to 1. Now applying this law of logarithm, you have x in parentheses 1 minus log 5 base 3 is equal to minus log 5 base 3 minus, this is 1, so 2 becomes 2. 2 times 1 is 2, so minus 2 times 1 is 2. So now, having done this, I will now have to multiply both sides by minus 1. So if I multiply both sides by minus 1, we now have this. So minus 1 times minus log 5 base 3 minus 2. So if you multiply minus 1 to this, you now have x in parentheses, x times in parentheses log 5 base 3 minus 1 is equal to log 5 base 3 plus 2. So x will now be log 5 base 3 plus 2 divided by log 5 base 3 minus 1. So this is the answer. We can also change the base. We can also change this base to base 10. So if we want to make that changes, what we do to the numerator, we also do it to the denominator. So for us to do that, we can just, let me make the change. Let's say you have x is equal to log 5 base 3 plus 2 divided by log 5 base 3 minus 1. Now let's say, with this logarithm, you cannot be able to solve this using log table. So but for us to use log table, we need to change it to base 10. So to change this to base 10, what we are going to do, make changes to base 10. There is a law of base to change base. Now if you say, let's say you have log b base a is the same thing as saying log b base c divided by log a base c. So now applying this rule here, you now have to change this to based on what is written here. To change this to base 10, we have log 5 base 10 divided by log 3 base 10 plus 2 divided by log 5 base 10 divided by log 3 base 10 minus 1. So this will now be log 5 base 10 plus 2 log 2 base 10, sorry, the 2 log 3 base 10 divided by log 3 base 10 all over. This will now be log 5 base 10 minus log 3 base 10 divided by log 3 base 10. So this will cancel out this. You now have your x will now be log 5 base 10 plus 2 log 3 base 10 divided by log 5 base 10 minus log 3 base 10. So this answer could be this, or we leave it at this. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, share, like, and also put up your comments in the comment section. Thank you.